All right, cousins, let's get into hot take hell. Hot take or fact number 11. Number 11. Let's dive straight into it. Roddy Piper was terrible and is the most annoying wrestler. Um, I don't remember much about Roddy Piper except when he was in Evil Dead. Then wasn't really a fan, wasn't really looking for him, and he's done a lot of questionable things through his career. So I'm gonna leave this up to you guys in the comments. Is that a hot take or a fact? Next one. Daniel Bryanson is insanely dumb and doesn't know his worth. Well, if he's smart, he getting paid out the wazoo. He broke up and really doesn't have much else to offer. So I hope he over there in AEW, getting that shmoney, getting them coins. I hope that's what's going on. Next one. Looks does matter. A guy like Sami Zayn, despite being very talented, should never get any push before hitting the gym and having a shower. If he had a better physique and took care of himself, his popularity wouldn't have died so quickly. Right now, Sami Zayn, I feel like is being forced. He's a good hand. He's being forced, but he's never in the top of the card. And I think it is because he looks filthy. I'm not really sure why. He did comb his hair the other night, but I'm not really sure why this guy is just being promoted and like this, and he does not look like a wrestler. Sami Zayn looks like he's funky. Like, it's a lot. And I think this is actually a fact more than a hot take. Looks do matter. It do. I'm sorry. It does. Next one. After all of this woke shit, women wrestling still suck. The worst male wrestler is 100 times better than the best female wrestler. So whoever wrote this and used the word woke really tells me all I need to know about this type of person, that they don't get no pussy. That's what it is. A lot of males who are deep in the manosphere, which is like the alpha male, the woke this, woke that. They find Donald Trump and men like that to be like super masculine and stuff like that. They don't get no pussy. And so they have a real deep disdain for women, because a lot of the women they want, they will never get. Then they're turned on and they can't release. And so it turns into violence. So I don't know about that. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that post. But whoever wrote this, one day I hope you get some pussy. Next one. Karrion Kross is the worst wrestler of all time. Is he the worst wrestler? No. Is he the worst character? Absolutely. Absolutely. And I will continue to reiterate, if you want the Final Testament to go over in Karrion Kross, you need to put Scarlet Bordeaux in the front. That's really all I can say. He is boring. He has not done anything since he's been here. I think Triple H has a fetish for Karrion Kross. I said it. Next one. Becky Lynch is unbelievably cringeworthy. The only thing I'll say about Becky Lynch, and you'll probably start noticing this when she comes back, is she licks her lips real weird, and it's a lot of like movements, like wiry movements and stuff. But Becky Lynch has been gone. She's given the girls a lot of time to do their thing. She is on her way back soon, and it will be welcomed. But it will be short-lived. Her welcome will be short-lived, because then you'll remember how cringy she can be. Next one, Bailey is, and then there's a pause. She is so fucking terrible, and seeing anyone praise her, especially her promos, makes me want to vomit. You know what? Bailey's a curious case. I have to really dive deep in a curious case for Bailey, because I don't understand what happened to her mystique. Maybe it was never a mystique. Maybe we were all confused and thought we saw something and we really didn't see it, because right now Bailey is having a hell of a time, child. Hell of a time. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Hot take or fact. Next one. The Money in the Bank is the worst concept created in wrestling history. I don't think it's the worst concept. I think it's a good concept. I think the way it's executed sucks. I think the way the Money in the Bank has been handled has destroyed what the Money in the Bank is supposed to be. The point is to get a new star, give them the contract and elevate them and turn them into a megastar or a superstar. What has happened now is the Money in the Bank briefcase has become a part of storylines that had no business. The hitting the iron while it's hot is not being taken advantage of. Jey Uso should have won Money in the Bank. You could have made a Money in the Bank Jey Uso themed briefcase and he could have cashed in on whoever. I don't give a fuck. But that's what should have happened. What happened with this whole Drew McIntyre got it, won, held the title for 5 seconds, and was a bust. And so far, it has been a bust for a very long time. So maybe it'll get back to its glory days. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that. Next one, we should take a look at WWE in 2018, 2019, and appreciate how much better the product is now compared to the dark years. Yes, there are a lot of years where WWE was in the woods and in the mud and in the shits. Okay? So, do you think 2018, 2019 was that horrible? Matter of fact, you tell me the years that was so bad that you had to step away and regroup because it just was too much. Because right now, I think we're actually entering the dark ages of WWE. Next one, Drew McIntyre was de-pushed for no reason and should get his moment before Cody. He should have gotten his moment before Cody. I agree. Drew McIntyre, especially during the pandemic, had the company on his shoulders while Roman Reigns was working over on SmackDown. I think he was just thrown to the wayside, and I don't understand his character, and it's boring and stupid, and he's a loser. So that's how it's being presented to me. AEW is the worst thing ever put on TV. You know what? AEW is not the worst thing ever put on TV. But because AEW is here, WWE is at least attempting to give something. And honestly, I might have to stop saying that because at this point, you all have let it be known that WWE won. So I can see the complacency in WWE's writing. So after a while, AEW may become a thing of the past if the fans don't stop abusing the product and abusing Tony Khan like they do. Next one. My spicy hot take is Xavier Woods is the best wrestler of this generation, or at least the guy that has the best eye for talent. Xavier Woods is a damn good wrestler. Not really sure why he's being overlooked. He's good on the mic. He's a good hand. I think a run with an Intercontinental Championship would be a fun program. I think it would. The Attitude Era was not as cool as people think it was. Time distorts memories. Round of applause. It's called historical amnesia. Time distorts memories. When I tell you that is what sums up everything in the United States of America at this point in time, that was perfect. The Attitude Era was not as cool as everyone thinks it is. Why people think it's cool is because they were younger and a lot of goofy shit was happening and you were seeing things you had no business, but there was no real nothing you could sink your teeth into. While Vince Russo, Mr. Crash TV himself, sucks his dick on his podcast regularly, he really fails to realize what a jerk off he is, and his writing sucks. And that's why no one will call him back to write anything else. We could attribute to all of that to his writing. And also Vince McMahon's sexual prowess on display. That's the Attitude Era, okay? The peak of ring wrestling with character work and a tweak of the Attitude Era was the Ruthless Aggression Era. I would agree. I think the Ruthless Aggression Era was low-key, more story-driven, and they did crazy, like, goofy shit, but they dialed back the overt sexuality and all that nasty that was unnecessary. It was shock TV to get people's eyes on the product because WWE was losing, right? And now we can't get away from this. The Attitude Era, the Attitude. Now we can't get away from the shit. Next hot take. We're going to do two more, and then we're going to wrap it up. The Woods Kofi segment will go down as the best of all time, all in one continuous shot. Two, beautiful cameraman was invested as us. Fantastic stuff. And the sad part is they have done absolutely nothing with Kofi and Xavier Woods since that fantastic segment. It's very sad to see. Next one, people talk like they just introduced a European and hardcore title for both brands, when in reality they're just creating a mid-card title belt for the division. Something which has proven to be an invaluable staple of the men's division for the last 4 decades. I agree. The women's mid-card title can be a good thing for the ladies. But all we see now is that what people were been complaining about is going to come to fruition. The Intercontinental Championship, we're gonna see what happens at Raw, what they're gonna do with Laura Valkyria. And the US title on Chelsea Green is gonna be goofy and fun because she goofy and fun. But the fact that Michin is buzzing around like flies around shit is gonna give that title a very difficult time to get off the ground. And we're gonna leave it right there. And I'm gonna see you on the next hot take. Y'all give me some hot takes and stuff in the comments and stuff like that. Tell me if you agree with anything I said, or if I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, what these people talking about. And I'll catch you on the next one.